there we go. Right. Looks like everything's working. Yay. Looks like everything is working, and the worst thing is, I think it was my side that was fucked. Yeah. I say it was fucked. It looked like the internet took a shit. I had to reset the modem. Just 2 seconds. We'll get everything sorted in a second. And we'll get on with some actual farming. Yeah, I know. One day out of the chair, let it all goes Pete Tom. Right, that's that, that's that, that's that. There's music on. That's that. Right, okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Right. I can go into a farm chat if one of the lads joins me. I'm not sure whether they will, but we can if we need to. Right. Let's get how are we doing? Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, issues, but issues sorted, I think, maybe. The only thing I've got going in the background is I may have a Windows update, which I'm going to just restart later. Yeah, restart at 9 o'clock tonight. Yeah, schedule a restart. Okay. So that'll get rid of that. Right. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are we doing? Sorry about the interruption before. What were we saying? Yeah. So we moved on to 1st of June. We've done quite a lot of jobs. We've done quite a lot of stuff. Here's the situation so far. Of where I am on the map. So we've bought this area here. Now we discovered a problem. So we discovered a problem with it. So I bought this area here to do wood. Turns out you can't do wood because you cannot chop the original trees down. Seems a bit stupid, but it is what it is, and I just got to roll with it. So what I've had to do is I've had to get rid of the sawmill that was up here and the logging truck, which I bought, not logging truck, but log cutter, which I bought, and sell it. And I've put another couple of bits in its place. Yeah, I think it was my fault. Totally forgot. Well, to be honest, when Roy said you couldn't remove any original features of the farmyard, I didn't think he meant trees. So it might have been partially my fault, but it's rectified now. So yeah, we've got nothing to do ourselves. I think we just did our grass field. Did we? I think we did. Yeah, we did do that. Okay, so it's contracts. So we've got some wrapping to do. I think I might start on a couple of easy wrapping, and then forget about the dead wood. I think we might mow a bit, and then we just it's well, it's a bit early for harvesting. It kind of is. Like I say, I've also got a couple of bits on the way out for delivery. Should be here before 1 o'clock. So I'm just keeping one eye on the delivery page. But yeah. So yeah, we'll do this one and this one. Have we got any to collect? No, we don't. Okay, we did that last. Okay, so we've got one kind of out the farm way, first field that we come to, and the next one's just across the road from there. Okay, let's go. We need a truck. We need a tractor, don't we? Also, we've moved some stuff on from where it was as well. All that shed there is now ready to be stowed. We also picked up, while we're doing stuff offline, we also picked up a couple actually of telehandlers from the used equipment yard, they were like 60 grand each. Two totally different ones as well. I've never used one of them before. Oh, hello. Come on. Please don't say I have to do that Windows update. That would just be a pain in the ass. Or is it my internet going fucking loopy? What's just connected? Not that. Not that. Something just said it disconnected. Yes, I know about that. I've scheduled it, dude. What the fuck up? Oh. Right, so one's just up here. Oh yeah, I can see the bells in the field from here. Okay. I know it seems like I keep doing the same old things, the same old things, the same old things, but this is what it's like when you do everything properly. You know, you play kind of realistic, and this is kind of what happens. You know, you've got to wait for the seasons to come to you. I mean, literally, you got to wait for everything to come to you. You know, you got to wait for the right season to happen. You got to wait for everything. And of course, with moisture in as well, it's just absolute pain in the ass. But we're getting there. We're getting used to it. I mean, we've not really had much to do with the moisture mod that way. We do have a grain dryer for when we start doing our own fields, and yeah. To be honest, I've not really used a grain dryer since Judith Plains. So we used a grain dryer on there, but I didn't really do much with it. Literally, all I did with it was if we were doing our own fields and they needed grain needed drying, I just put it in there. Other than that, I've not had much to do with a grain dryer. What? Why is that? Did I buy the wrong? I must have just bought the wrong fucking rattler. I just buy the first one that's in the list, presuming it's the same fucking one. But morning, guys. Hopefully this is coming out to you okay. Now I've got everything hopefully sorted and working properly. So yeah, R5 is now totally gone. That's now up with Welsh. We had a lovely drive up there. Pain in the ass drive back, but we had a lovely drive up there. Say pain in the ass right back for some particular reason. I think the summertime traffic's on its way up and down, so you had a shitload of people trying to leave the county and a crap load of people trying to get into the county, and it was absolute fucking pain. Took like 2 hours to get there, but about 3 hours to get back. Yeah, that's how much of a nightmare it was. Helped him set it up, make sure he was happy with it. Which only took about 20 minutes. He had a crack at it, he had a little go at it, and he went, this is going to take some getting used to, innit? I went, well, there's only a few extra little rumbles and, you know, a bit more detail to what you're trying to do, but yeah. I said, but for what you're doing now, this is overkill. I said, there's a better word than what you're using, but this is literally overkill now for trekking and farming. Last one. Any more wrapping come up? No. All right, go back to the farm, get the mower. Close. Today's all going to be all about collecting that money back in. I've used a lot of it lately to buy different bits and bobs. It's all going to be about collecting that money in. I have sold the goat milk. It didn't go up as much as thought the month after. It's been a couple of months, to be honest, since I said I was going to do the goat milk. And yeah, it didn't go up at all. It just leveled out on 500 per litre. So I thought, fuck it, I'll sell it. I couldn't really afford to wait. Yeah, I couldn't really afford to wait. I had to get rid of it. Well, I didn't have to get rid of it, you know what I mean? But there was no point keeping it any longer. I've also bought myself a round bale trailer, proper one, and I've got rid of all the round bales. That was made into silage. That kind of made me a little bit of more money as well. Not a lot, not as much as I thought. I mean, it's on hard economics after all. I had about like 45 bales, like little ones, 220, 180s, I think, round bales. And yeah, didn't really give much of a profit, but the little front loader tractor's up for sale there. This is going to be up for sale soon because I got the front, I got the telehandler. There's the other telehandler. There we go. Mowing. Yeah. I'm going to have to travel across the fields to get to that one. And 9 is right beside where I just bailed. Okay. And we'll hope that more pops up in between. So right, we need to get over here. Oh, my camera's stalled. Is that what switched itself off? Hold the line caller. Just noticed that. Yeah, I think that's what might have switched itself off. I'm not seeing it in the list. Hold the line. We'll try and make it work. Oh. Do, 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 do. There we go. Hi, how we doing? Oh, yeah. I've not taken all of them, as you can see. The rest of them are just there. So I took like one or two loads, and the rest of them are just there, ready to go again. They got to go down to the farmer's market, and I'm ready to take them down. Hopefully the stream looks all right now. Everything's settled down my end, so hopefully everything's all right now. Let me know if it isn't, and we shall try and fix it if we can. If we can't fix it, then obviously we're going to have to have a look further. So like I say, up here where I thought I was going to go logging, yeah, like I was saying earlier, figured out I can't remove any of these trees at all. Every tree I came up against, it said can't remove it, can't remove it, can't remove it, can't remove it. So I ended up selling what was there, because obviously it kind of wasn't my fault why I couldn't do it. So I ended up putting a silo up here with a grain dryer and a bale shed. So basically a storage area. That's what we've got up here now. What I'll probably do as well when we got a bit more money is I'll put a shed in between with a couple of bits, like a trailer, normal trailer and a bale trailer, and like a tractor or something up here, just enough to pull them down to the farm, and that's it. So it'd just be like a small, both like small trailers, just to take stuff down to the animals. Or a big grain trailer to take it to be sold after stuff's been dried. Sometimes the twin narrows on this just makes it a little more difficult to go through tighter areas. Where are we going? Where are we going? Okay, so I need to go to the right and across. Go over this way. I know it's not my fields, and I'm sure, you know, I don't have to do this. I want to do it. I want to go round the outsides. That wasn't even fucking hitting, dude. I want to go around the outsides of fields, so it's, you know, makes it look like I'm trying not to destroy everybody's crop on the way through. Because there's no exact roads to get anywhere through these fields on the outside, so you literally got to come round like the grass verges. And that's not necessarily a bad thing either. Wrong button. But that don't matter, that's a better button. Well, I don't have to be too special because it's a contract on this. One thing that I have been doing recently, even with my own grass field, is I've been sort of doing it over the edge, and because I'm swatting it straight away, Especially if I'm doing grass. And I don't give a shit about the outside of the outsides of the field. I really don't. And because with FS25, the normal way of contracts is to do everything separately, my emphasis on trying to keep everything inside the field boundary is slowly removing itself from my brain. And what I mean by that is where I used to be in FS19 very, very anal about keeping the swath inside the field boundary, literally, because that's how the contracts were. You had to do everything up to making the bales and delivering them. Whereas now you don't. You just mow, or you just ted, or you just windrow, or whatever. Although I've not had any windrow contracts, which is a bit weird. I've had a couple of tedding ones, not any windrow ones. I've had a couple of baling ones. Although I can only do round bales at the moment because I've not got square balers, so I need to pick one of them up when I get the pennies for it. Probably the next thing on the shopping list, actually, square baler. We'll get this headland done, then we'll start the GPS and see how far we are off. Because we're probably off by a little bit. Oh, we'll just put it straight on ups and downs, probably. But anyway, guys, morning, how are we all doing? Hopefully you're all okay. I do apologise for starting stream, stopping stream, starting stream, stopping stream, but we had some problems. We sorted them now, hopefully. And, yeah, time to move the fuck on. Tell you what I've been looking at as well, for a future purchase, and I was telling my wife about it, is a second-hand 49-inch super ultra wide. And it's like, really? Another upgrade already? I'm like, well, it's just a thought at the moment. It's not reality. It's like, it's just a thought at the minute. It's not reality, so don't panic. And like I say, it's only a thought at the moment because, you know, obviously I don't know how far that would take me on processors and all sorts of stuff, you know. It might take me over the edge having basically a monitor that can do two monitors, or what I'm using now in one monitor. It'd be nice for me playing stuff like trucking and racing, and probably this once I get the ratio right on it, for the screen size. I'd have to work out some way of transmitting that through streaming software. It's actually going to get a slight bit of cinemascope in it, which is what I didn't want, because I've tried trip screens and streaming it, and you guys watching, unless I zoom it in on the middle screen, it looks freaking horrible. But to me it does anyway. I don't like the black lines top and bottom. I used to hate it when you used to get a cinematic freaking film through and literally half the screen is black bars, you know, when you used to watch it before. Yeah, you can see a lot more, but like I say, you've got that horrible black lines. Thank you for the like on YouTube. Appreciate you again, if that's the same person that did it before. Sorry, I had to stop the stream and come back. Issues which had to be rectified. The issues was internet wanted to be restarted. And there was a slight problem with OBS as well. It's sort of like, I don't know, I've never had to do it before. It wanted to refresh my stream key. So the key you use for telling your streaming software who you are and what platform you're on. I wanted to renew that, and I've never done that before in like 2 years or 3 years of being back over on Twitch. It's really weird. So yeah, the car did absolutely fantastic yesterday. Although by the time I got back, I nearly... Oh. By the time I got back, I nearly shit myself. Storage device D. Well, that's that one up there. It's probably overheated. It's on top of the case. That's probably overheated. I do need to get a third hard drive at some point when they come down and stick all my music in on that and just keep the external one as a spare. So like get another 2 or 4 terabyte hard drive and put all my music on it. And then anything that's new, like once every so often, just copy everything across to keep it good on an external, so that the external is not used as much. I mean, because I think that's a mini spinny drive, so anytime that I'm got it plugged in, which I have all the time, it's basically degrading, which is obviously no good for it. Right then, so I need to head out of this field, whereas just plugging it in and doing a quick update of music would be nothing. Hey Replay, how's it going? At the moment, dude, for your convoy, I think we've got about 6 or 8. That parking space for us, is it just for us? I mean to ask. I mean, obviously, me and Minutes having to do all the communication for the company at the minute. Personnel changes. Where am I going, Matt? Where are you going? North, Matt, north. But morning, Replay, how's it going, dude? Goes Replay _97. I'm in agony, unsure. We'll need to message Mel or Pickles. Okay, Dave Norris. I can do that. I'll do it a bit later. Like I say, just wanted to know if you knew off the top of your head, you know, just want to know whether that was just for us. So, you know, when we get there, we can know if we need to leave space for anybody else or not, you know what I mean? I'll message Mel a bit later. Sweet. Like I say, I may have lost a few people earlier, guys, when I tried and will join in as well. Yeah. Basically for you down under, because it'll be fairly busy with trucks just make sure whoever's following you, I mean, you'll have to go at the back of our queue, but whoever's following you, just like let them know that you have a potential to maybe lag a little bit. Right. How do we get into this field? That's that field. I wonder if we come down from 9 or whether we got to go through the farm. We'll try the farm. We'll try the farm. Let's turn around here. We'll try the farm. I had a fall at work and a full milk trolley full on. Oh, mate. Oh, didn't you just feel creamed? Sorry, I no, sorry. I know you're probably in agony and it's and shit, but I couldn't help myself. A joke had to come out of it. Good old Aussie internet. Exactly, mate. It'll be the same if Kiwi wants to join as well, mate. So don't think yourself as the only one that might heed the warning. If Kiwi wants to join, she'll be given the same thing. You know, stick near the back and just. Look, don't make me laugh. It hurts. Well. That was it. That was it. That was it. I've got it now. I've got it now. Replay. You thought you were fucking Cleopatra, didn't you? If anybody knows their history, you'll know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you don't know what your history, you'll be going, what the fuck is he talking about? You want to be Cleopatra, didn't you? Eh? That's what it was. Okay, I'll tell you the thing with Cleopatra. Cleopatra, apparently, according to history, bathed in milk. Literally took baths in milk. Because I think the Egyptians thought that it had manicuring properties. And Replay thought it was Cleopatra. Jimmer, how's it going, buddy? Morning. We were just talking about Replay had an incident at his work, and he got very much creamed. Literally, some pallets of milk fell on top of him, and we were just saying he kind of thought he was Cleopatra, and with all that milk. Hey, for the like on YouTube, appreciate you. Creamy, baby, creamy. We could say you got more cream than a custard cream, but that would be going a bit beyond the biscuit. It's like, fucker, stop making me laugh, you cuck. I'm just going to do an extra 1 to both. Dude, it's kind of my thing. I kind of got to do it. You know me, my idea of a stream is to make people have a good time, feel better about themselves for the little or long time they're here watching me. And yeah, if they go away with a smile on their face and feel a little bit better about their day, I've kind of done my job as a streamer, entertainer. If I can make that one person feel better about themselves while watching my stream, it's especially when you're in it's like a situation like yourself, you're feeling like shit, you've had an incident at work, probably, maybe, I don't know, you're not going to go into work today because you know, of the incident, maybe, I don't know, and you're just feeling a little bit sad about yourself. It's kind of my thing to sort of make you feel better about yourself while you're here, and then hopefully it picks you up a little bit, and that in turn makes you feel a little bit better about yourself, and you know, maybe the healing takes place quicker. Everybody dance now. So, tomorrow's stream will be a little bit different, people. So I say it'll be a little bit different. I'm going to be doing American truck. So we're going to be trucking America, just for a chill. Also, I'll have my new microphone in place. The rest of the bits are coming today. I'm off today anyway, so we'll see how I am on Wednesday. If you feel anything, tell your body, tell yourself no, you're not going in. You feel the remotest out of place, do not go into work. Or if you are going to go into work, tell them when you get there, look, I'm not 100%. I was thinking about not coming in and see what they say. Because if they send you home, they can't really, I don't think, well, I don't know whether it's the policy where you work, if they have to send you home to mark you down for a sick day. Because you've tried. You've come in like with a 50-50, you know, maybe I can move you, maybe I don't, and left it to them. And I don't think they can punish you for that because you've made the effort to go in. But some companies try it. Some companies do try it. Right, that's those two mowing. Okay, we just got some wood to do. We may have to skip the day in a second. I mean, we literally may have to skip the day in a minute. Right, let's take this back to the farm and jump in the logging truck and do some log delivery. I don't do the deadwood. It's not worth it. It takes too much time and effort to fucking do it. So I don't do it. We've made well over 10 grand already this morning. It's the first of the month. We've already paid the monthly bill, which is why we're very short of money. And I mean very short of money. I mean, after we bought some stuff and paid the monthly bill, we had like 9 grand left before we started this section. But, you know, if I've paid out the money I need to pay out, you know, end of the month, or start of the month when the bills come back in again, and I've got money left over, at the moment I'm going to spend it on stuff that I think I need. IDK, what our privacy policy is, I did a risk assessment. Turns out the yard's very uneven. Okay, so probably not if you're unsteady on your feet, mate, or feeling a little bit dizzy, then it's probably best not to go in, or if that's the way you're feeling. Like you say, play it by ear. And if there's anything you feel is out of the ordinary and you feel like it might be a risk, then you need to put your sensible head on and just go, do you know what? No. And let them know that. Say, look, I could come in, but I feel very unsteady. So probably not the best idea.
It's not magical, Mimi. Costa Coffee is lovely. Oh, can't see.
Costa Coffee is lovely. It's just fucking expensive. I just begrudge paying
I
£5
actually don't know where I'm going.
for a fucking coffee. Right. I'm going to take this to the cellar a minute while we've got fuck all to do, and then we'll do some logs. Morning, Crazy Chris. How you doing, lady? So it's kind of a sad time for the Sygs at the moment. You know, we had Redmond in here the other day saying that he's sort of left the stream team. We had Zeno in the community Discord saying he's off to do bigger and better things, and hopefully, you know, he finds where he needs to be, and you know, hopefully he's not a stranger either. All good, sat at work. Wow, okay. You're eager this morning. We're just going to deliver these bales off. You cycled in. Nice. Every time I used to cycle into work when I had a bike and had work to go to, obviously, I was also always surprised on how quick it took me to get there. Mind you, I'm not one of these that I don't know what it is. I can't ride slowly. I've got. I mean, I can ride steady to a pace and keep that pace up for ages and ages and ages. That's how I used to cycle. And I don't do speed rides either. But yeah, I have to go to that speed that I know I'm going to be knackered at the end. I can't just ride steady just to make up a few minutes from, I don't know, say walking into work or something. It's either kind of have to go for it or don't go for it at all. It's up this way. So we bought this thing from the used equipment yard. It's 80,000 brand new. I think I got it for 60, which was a fucking steal. Like I say, we got the 2 telehandlers for 60 each. I'm making a lot of money. I mean, I'm doing a lot of fucking work, but I'm making a lot of money at the same time. And I know that's kind of the way you want to do it. Move that way a little bit. But yeah, I mean, if I get a good month for contracts, I suppose I'm making about 60,000 a day. So I suppose it's 60,000 a quarter because I'm doing 4-day months. So over the course of a month, I'm making like 200,000 just doing contracts. So that's big money. Down under, thank you for your streaky. Let's take this back and yeah, park the trailer up for a bit. Got nothing else to do with this at the minute. Morning, morning, morning. So let's take this back and yeah. Dun. Did we fold that in? Yeah, we did. Just making sure we pick the bale lifter up. So yeah, we'll park this in the shed. We can then use the tractor for something else if needed. But we're going to jump in the truck because I wouldn't know at the moment there wasn't any other contracts to do, and go do some logs. Now this is where I make the most money actually from doing these logs, and I'm glad I made the decision to save up enough money to go past the logging trailers and go straight for a truck. It's definitely paid for itself. Literally, I just waited a couple of months extra and boom, log truck. Again, from the used sales, and all I've really done is repair them. It's the cheaper option rather than buying them brand new. It's to buy them used and then just repair them. Absolutely cost miles less than buying them brand new. I mean, I think that truck's something like 110,000 brand new. I think I got it for 73, something like that. And with the repair, probably 75. Wasn't a lot to repair, it really wasn't. Put this in a hoe. this will stick out, but I don't really come over this way anyway. All my main stuff's over the other side. There we go, I'll do. We'll jump in the truck and we'll disappear. Yeah, that little tractor's now subject to requirements, so I don't need that anymore for a little bit. I say don't need it for a little bit. I don't need it at all now because I've got a telehandler on the farm. And all I really bought it for was to pick the pallets up from the goats. That's that. That's the one. Contracts. Okay. Oh, now there's some more. Oh, harvesting. I haven't got that. I haven't got that harvester. Spinach harvester. I haven't got the harvester for it. I've got everything else I could do it, but I haven't got the harvester, and I cannot borrow. One thing I can't do is borrow. That's part of the rules. So yeah. Right. Anyways, logs. That one's 2 trips. That one I'll have the standy up log. Let's just pick all these and we'll go through them bit by bit. Roy has put a contract mod in for me. One he doesn't think is too cheaty, because there is mods out there you can alter shit. And all I really wanted was the ability to choose more than 3 contracts at once. I didn't want any special bonuses or anything like that. I just wanted the ability to pick more than 3 contracts, and that's what he's basically done for me with that contract thing. Right. Okay. So, oh, they're scattered all over the place. Holy shit. Okay. I think I'll just go to this one close by, and it's going to the sawmill this time, not the furniture place. Right. Okay. Let's go. So as we know, Farm Sim does not have force feedback as such. So what I basically do, I basically ramp up the return. So if you have a return spring like on a Logitech or a Thrustmaster, the cheaper wheels, they have return springs, and you just ramp that up so that it gives you a nice feel, and the wheel basically returns to center. I've got a direct drive wheel, so I don't have that. All I've got is a limitation of rotation of the wheel, and I can tell it to bounce it back with that as well. 3 key 25. Nice. Right, here we go. Here's the logs right there. Probably going to be on the log right there, but I just missed it. That's all right. Right, combination of the Farm Sim stick and the Icon City buttons, guys. Exclamation icon in chat if you want to. Does that stop working as well now? Jesus shit, man. What the fuck? Stop! Jesus. Up the line. Lumiere, stop lumiating. What was I doing with that? I don't remember. Oh, I know what I was doing that. Okay. Okay, I gotta wake it up, I know. Gotta wake it up. What can I wake it up with? House hydrate, that'll do, won't it?
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
There we go. Now I can do that one.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
There we go. Okay, working again. Just over halfway. Here's the key, and don't pick up 4, pick up only 2, thank you. I tell you what I saw the other day, guys, as well. Moser are making their own farm stick. I saw on a TikTok from Moser Official, so I know it's not bullshit. And I literally put on the post, I'm a partner, would love to test this for you. I'm a big farm sim fan, and I used to the Thrustmaster farm stick a lot, like with it, I know. So I don't know whether just doing that will get me in or not, but oh, bollocks. There we go, I'll do. Now, because this is in between the wood, in the woods, sorry, not in between the wood, I'm going to have to just see what I can do with it. Because in a minute I'm going to have to start picking it up from further and further back the other way because of how the load is. Might better get all these on, I might not. Again, it's one of those things we just have to play by ear with. Okay, let's go above. Don't want to really pick up 3. Okay, dropped off at just the right place. Got away with that one, I think. Here's where it starts getting difficult, where you really can't see behind what you're trying to do. I'm just guessing where the forks are right now. I think we've got just 2 more to go. Let's open it wide. Hopefully we can get it there. Might have to use a different view. Okay, we left one over there. What I'm going to do is just actually put these down. In fact, no, let's do it a different way. Let's put these down over here. Reason being, they're on my good side then. And I know you're going to go, on your good side, what are you on about, Matt? When I say that on my good side, what I mean by that is I can see more of the log on this side here, to pick them up. As you can see, it's really hard to tell where put everything at the moment. Pull off. Okay. No. So this one I'm by my good side. I can now see exactly where they are. That should be alright. I want to just put these, if the other end fell off, right about no, don't do that. About there. Open. Go there. Do that. Load up. Change you. Hopefully I haven't left any logs behind. Oh, we're good. Right. Let's take these to the sawmill. First drop off. Held many. There's loads up in these fucking fields just ahead of me. What we'll do is we may have one in the alleyway on the way down to the sawmill, and if we got that one, we'll do that one first because it's an absolute pain. And it's a 2-load one. I already know it's a 2-load one. I've done it many, many times before. I just hope I haven't overstacked these because this one's got a height restriction. Also one over here. Oh, no, that is the one in the alleyway. The sawmill's up this way first from the left. Still getting to know the map as well. Still not completely embedded, but it's getting there. So you'll see the thing now, which is what I've been going on about the last few times I've done logging on stream. Just there, see where the logs are. We'll show you the problem in a second when we go pick them up. Good. Are we good? We are good. Right. Unpack them. There we go. It's one done. Right, let's go get these ones just up the road and bring them back. Like I said, this is a 2-loader, and it's kind of weird the way I've got to get the last few. And I'll show you the reason why it's weird, the way I've got to look at the last few as well. I think Roy is trying to fix this, because it is a little bit of a problem to get. Right. Now you see the problem. Look at the second half of the stack. They're sort of down the fucking thing. What needs to happen is they need to be in like this one needs to be in a layer like 3 or 4. And hopefully that will stop them going down like that. What's happening is the log pile for here, because it's a 2-load one, is just too long. The way they stack them. That inner one's going to be a pain. Maybe I should have put it down and moved that in. It might be alright. Also, I'd rather load this side as well. Like I say, it makes it a lot easier for you to see if you can get the logs this side, the side that I'm loading now. Wow, didn't want that to happen. Not fair. When it let him go, it just pushed him over to the right hand side. Weird. Maybe it's because of the uneven log a minute ago. I don't know. Like I say, if Moser, if you're listening, I would, and if you are doing your own farm sim stick, I would love to test it out for you. I know what probably is the reason why I don't is there's not enough people clicking through the Moser, exclamation Moser, if you have a look at some stuff from them. Also, every time you click through, it creates traffic from me, and obviously if you buy something with my link, it creates a little bit more. I don't know how this is going to go when I release these. Yeah. Oh, it went alright actually. Okay, let's just... Gavin, good morning, how are you doing? How is everybody? Everybody's good. I think everybody's good, mate. Well, except Replay, who's feeling a bit creamy at the moment. If you were here to hear what he did, you're here to hear what I did. Or what happened over more like. It was kind of, yeah, you had to be here moment. Right, that'll do for a first load, I think. And then we'll have to come in, park weirdly, to get the rest. So either I'll have to park like I've done now, and my ass end in the trees, or up the top. But getting these rest of these logs will be, well, was a pain in the ass. Oh, no, oh, bollocks. What a twat. Hoping. No. Come on, give me control, give me control. It might do it, this. Might do it. There we go. I'm gonna have to reload them, but fuck it. My fault. I fucking took the straps off before fucking time. Before it was time. My fucking fault that. Absolutely. I'm sorry. I knew that was gonna happen. I actually did it on purpose so this one would fit in. I don't have to go very far. I don't have to be too particular with it. I'll do these the same way. Put the back one in place. Open. reach them. Might not be able to get the other two, but can't believe I fell over with the log sunstrapped. What a dick move. I mean, on my part, what a dick move. Hopefully I can grab this one. Yeah, boy. I'm not going to bother strapping it. I'm only just driving. I'm going to drive forward very steady, and we'll whack these in and get rid of them. But this is going to take fucking twice as long as it should have taken, literally. Alright. 48%, so that means probably one log less than half. And that's where I basically got to think to myself, which is the best angle for me to try and get the rest of these logs. And I think probably reversing the low is... I've not tried reversing low actually. So I might try reversing low. Normally I go high. I might try low this time. I just hope that works. And the only good thing is they will be all to my right, which is the good side for the crane. Unless I'm stuck in the tree. Oh, this is bad, man. This is bad. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is just whack him over there. Pull out. I can't even see shit, man. Fucking trees in the way. Jesus. And I think I'm stuck in the tree too. I'm gonna have to move. Or try and move anyway. Whoop. Whoop. What's happening? Okay. ass up. There we go, right. Oh, Jesus. I need to get in a position to get the rest of them. Just woke up, still in bed. All right for some. Literally, I woke up about 5 o'clock and I was like, yeah, morning. Literally one of them mornings. I'm hoping I'm far enough away from the tree this time. So putting them in the truck will be a little bit hampered. We'll just have to see how much. Picking them up shouldn't be a problem. That shouldn't be a problem. We're picking them up at a very, very big angle. Okay, we got the first two. We'll swing them this way, I think. And that's the awkward bit. Getting them in the truck. I said this is going to be awkward because we can't fucking see what we're doing. And this is why I've asked Roy if these can be moved somehow. Probably don't out that I'm teetering over the thing quite a bit. Do with, if I can get there, picking that log there up, just moving it up. There we go, that's better. Gonna have to use all the viewpoints, I think, to fucking load these. So just pick them up and move them over there. A possibility, and then yeah, I think that's gonna have to be the answer. Pick them up, move them over, and then move to a bit that I can actually fucking see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can have it. You can have it, dog. Here. Here. I saw you. This has been a hard lift. Really has. But we've got 'em now. Ugh. Oh, come on, you twat. Okay. Lift out. Let's come this way a bit. This way out. One more. There we go. Good. On this side. No, the other side. A little bit of an odd stack, but they're a lot better now to pick up than they were. Well, this is taking a bit longer than I thought it might. Not long till Edinburgh Truck Fest. Yeah, I've been seeing adverts about it. I'm not sure, like, if any big names are going to be there. Because, of course, we just had Acid. Stanley FOFB, sort of like, I've got a shitload of work to do. Last time I saw anything to do with him. Truck Tim's like, you know, got repairs to do from Aston. As far as I'm aware, I mean, not seen what happened on his main channel, but on the More Trucker Tim, apparently the truck that he took got a slight damage. I'm not sure if there's any big names going to be there, as far as like streaming big names. In a way, that's kind of why people that don't own a truck go to these truck places. Obviously, you'd go there to see the trucks, that's obvious, but part of it is to go see the big streaming truckers. The guys from Ice Road Truckers are going to be there. Well, that'll be cool. I don't expect they'll have their trucks with them, too much to import them. I mean, my favourites, I don't think are in it anymore from Ice Road Truckers. I mean, there was the girl who got I don't know, she just told not to be in it anymore for some weird reason. She was one of my favorites because she looked very, she didn't look like she kind of belonged in a truck on the ice. Lisa, that's it. And then you had the big guy with the beard, and it's at the start I thought he was a really arrogant prick, but then he'd kind of just showed that he didn't want any kind of new people to be on the journeys with him. He wanted experienced drivers to be with him. In the end, but he turned out all right. And then you had the guy he looked like he could be Scottish. He was all right. But yeah, yeah, it's she got canned, did she, Lisa Kelly? For some mysterious reason. I say mysterious reason. Maybe she just got a little bit outspoken about the way she thought should happen. Because that's kind of the way it goes. Just sometimes you can be too opinionated, and the program just goes, you know what? Nobody's bigger than the actual program. See you later. Bye-bye. And that's kind of the way it goes. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I just, you know, it could have happened that way. Because she was good at her job, so I doubt if she got the can from the trucking company that she worked for. Hey buddy, how you doing, mate? I've not done a show this week either. Things have just been a bit hectic. It's a bit too late to put in a leave of absence for this week. I'll probably squeeze in a show at some point. I got a lot of stuff on the day after stream. So I've got a couple of bits coming for the updates of the stream equipment. So I've got to do that. I've got some housework to do. Yeah, it's just busy day. You're still yet to go to bed? Mm-hmm. Wow. I have a very easy way of trying to get to sleep. And some people can do this and some people can't do this. So what I do is, if I'm struggling to get to sleep, I put a film on that I've watched lots of times. Interesting, but not so interesting that keeps me awake. So put a film on that I've watched many times, and what I do is I just lay there and chill out, and I'm watching the film, and because I've watched it so many times before, my brain just goes, do you know what, this is good, but you know what's going to happen, you know what, la, and it just goes, yeah, you're ready for sleep, bye, and off it goes. And that's the way I fall asleep, even when I'm sometimes when I'm not even tired. Okay, how you doing, buddy? Yuri? You know what I've not looked at yet, thinking about, I don't know what made me think about it, but yeah, I'm still yet to check on that other dare. It was still in review last time I saw. Maybe they're just a bit busy with all the drops that have happened recently. Mine's mainly because of the pain that you can't stay still. You not get any nighttime meds, dude. Hey, Red, how's it doing, dude? Hopefully you're doing good and on the way to work. You know, the other day it was. You know, it's been a sad couple of days. Reason why? Because the other day, Red said, he's no longer with the stream team. You're on morphine, okay, so you're on the best one you can be on. So Red said he was saying goodbye to the stream team, so like being in it, being part of it. And then fucking, we had a message from Zeno in chat saying that he was leaving the Discord. And he was going on to do other things, and I was like, a fucking sad week, this. But on the other hand, you got to do what you got to do with your own stuff, you know. Like I say, it's a sad couple of days. Alright, let me just stand there a minute. I just want to refresh my delivery notice because I don't want to fucking miss this when it arrives. Okay. So it's supposed to be to me between 7 and 1. The rest of my microphone stuff. Sometimes change is the best for somebody. Yeah, that's why I said, dude, if Zeno's going off to do his own thing because he wants to get into more building PCs and that side of stuff and technical help and shit, that's what he wants to do. And if that means moving away from the community, then that's what he's got to do, and I'm fucking happy for him. I mean, he's the dude that built my new PC, so Yeah, I know, mate. To be honest, it's just been a thing recently, and yeah, I know how you guys are feeling. I mean, it's like I said, for your streams, Red, for me, A, you're on a bit too late for me to watch a lot of the time, and B, you're kind of playing a game that I have no interest in whatsoever. And it's the same, to be honest, it's the same with a lot of people in the community. If they start suddenly playing games I have no interest in, I won't watch them simply for them because, I'm interested in the game as as well as who you are. It's got to be a dual package. I don't just watch for the sake of watching, for the sake of that person. I never have been. So for me to actually watch somebody, I've got to be interested in that game within, even a little bit interested. And I got to admit, even sometimes when I'm sort of moseying about doing nothing and I've got tab stream up, if he's playing something like Power World or Assassin's Creed or something, I'm not really watching the stream. In fact, a lot of the time I got the stream on mute, to be fair. Again, it's not games that I'm interested in, but again, you stream what you got to stream and you do what you got to do to, I don't know, if you're after numbers, you get what you do to make the numbers up or whatever you're trying to do with your stream. To be honest, there's no exact science with it, there really isn't an exact science. You can have the best looking stream in the world but still have like nobody in. I mean, it's a thing for me at the moment. I mean, you guys know I'm deciding whether TSFM is the best radio station for me, since I'm not allowed back at SR. And the simple reason is, when I want to go on, so like my normal time for a show, as you know, is somewhere between 10 o'clock and maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon, somewhere there. There is no interaction for me as a presenter. I mean, literally none. Nobody requesting, nobody doing this, nobody doing that. And it makes me feel like nobody's listening, even though I can look on the radio numbers and there'd be 300 or 300, 400 people there, and it's like, what the fuck? You know? So, to me, that's just the thing, you know? I hate it. I hate it. You know, I'm a very reactive person, so there's got to be people here for me to enjoy myself more. And the same with radio, there's got to be people around requesting, and then I know what people want, and then I can react to that and make a better show out of it. A lot of things are changing for me and my channel, so hopefully it helps me out. If not, I'll be hanging the controller. Well, hopefully not, mate. You're a good lad. You're a good streamer. And you know, when you do stream, you're you. You know. The downside is, I think that it takes time to build something out of it when you're you. You know, it seems to be that the more you don't act like you or like you normally are, the more you get. It seems like the more people are interested. So it's like, what the fuck? You want to watch fake people? That's yeah. Okay. One thing that I always say to people when they come in and go, I'm thinking about streaming. What do you think is the more essential thing to do when you're streaming? And the thing that I always say, and I hear Tab say it when he asks the same question, is just be you. Don't try and be anybody else. Don't try and do shit that's out of your character, because you'll never ever keep it up. Never ever keep it up. Just keep within you, and things will happen at some point. It's just may take a little bit longer. Cheers, how's it going, dude? Better just game and not stress about the streaming aspect. Yeah, exactly. How am I doing? I'm doing all right, mate. You're doing good? GG's. We've got another pickup up there, right up in the top field in a minute. This is the quickest way to make money on this map. I mean, it's basically 4,000 and 8,000 a job. And for how quick I can load these, you know, it's easy money. Easy money. And like I say, it's been a grind. It's been an absolute grind. It really has. Money, money, money. I've not been really, to be honest, mate, I've not really been into grabbing everybody's money either. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's been nice in terms of being able to upgrade because of what you guys are given, but I'm not really, don't really stream for that. You know, I came back to streaming when I met you guys over at Mixer because it was lockdown 1 in the UK because of COVID. And talking about the game money, okay. Yeah, so that's why I got back into streaming. Right, it's up there. Or I can go that way and across. I think we'll go for this one near 1 first. Or no, this one over on the oh yeah, that one over on the road. I made a ton of money on Mixer and it never meant a thing. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I made a bit, don't get me wrong. It took me a little while to get acknowledged over there, but once I found you guys, it was super easy to get noticed. You know, because you guys took me under your Forza wing. And you know, with the Saturday quad streams and whatever, it was very fucking easy. You know? Well, I'm alright. You know, I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but like I've always said this, and I'm very appreciative with you, Mr. Chrome, Virus, and all you guys over at Mixer that kind of showed me the streamer I want to be. And I say that, and you're gonna go, what kind of? You show me that gaming with people means more than the stream. And that's kind of what I pulled forward out of it. So, you know, being able to put it on multiplayer and get people in and have some fun and shit, that's kind of more important than what the stream is doing. And as long as everybody's having a groovy time with it, it don't really matter too much. You know what I mean? I think the cars will pass me there. That's why I pulled in a little bit. Yeah, they will. I will never be that streamer I was on Mixer because I don't have the desire to be that content creator anymore. I like naps. Well, to be honest, dude, you know, you kind of still are. You can see it when you do stream. You know, even though maybe your post isn't quite there as it was before, you still got the kind of impact factor of how you used to be. I mean, you still can't drive for shit, but you know what I mean, you know? He's like, you're an ass. Yeah. Still faster than me? Well, I say that, you probably are. I've put Forza well in the bin. Literally. I've put Forza in the bin. It's just, I don't know, it's just not what it was. You know, I still think the way 4 was the better way of playing. I mean, apparently, I heard a streamer the other day going, I hope they don't bring back this because it was shit. Well, what he was talking about was the actual weekly race. You know, the weekly really fucking hard race. And I hope they do bring that back because I think that is what the fucking game was missing from 4. Because the weeklies are too fucking easy. I mean, it showed that. Me and Croc the other day, when Croc came into my stream and helped me out a little bit with the shit that was going on with Forza. Croc come in and we literally did the weeklies in an hour and a half. That's just stupid. You know, did all the weeklies an hour and a half. That you shouldn't be able to do that. There should be something that takes you all week to do. And with that weekly race, that's what that did. You know, that weekly race, literally, it took you 3 or 4 days to decide on a tune, and all that sort of stuff. And it was fucking hard. Because the AIs were on like fucking pro or something. And although you just had to win on more points than the AI races, you still needed your team to be around you. No weekly races should be changed daily during the week. That week we new race every day. Yeah, I just think that you should go back to how it used to be, and it was a lot fucking better. But I had fun on the game while I played it. It just, I don't know, it got to the bit where all I had left was to do weeklies, to do the seasonal stuff and online racing. And I don't know, I just kind of didn't want to do that again. Yeah, I mean, from 19, I kind of like the playground games as well, and I don't think that's in FH6 either. You know, capture the flag and that. Because you had to build a very, very different car to just a race car for that. You know, you kind of had to think about gear acceleration and grip and turning ability and. Uh-huh. Yeah, the downside is for me is that since I've been back over here, my audience has changed from Forza racing. So people like coming in and watching me truck. They like coming in and watching me farm. I've moved on the racing to iRacing. So, you know, that's kind of my thing now. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, mate. Your niche is your niche. And that's what... Come on. Come on. No, don't twist like that. Okay, maybe I twist like that. That's it. And now I fucking... That's it. Move over now. There we go. That's it. I'm hoping that's got it. Yep. I like play Farm Sim and iRacing and stuff, but I don't stream it. Just get it. You just like playing it. Yeah. You do what you need to do, mate. It's like I've always said to even to our guys that stream, you know, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, don't do it. You know, if you're not, you know, if there's a certain day where, you know, even if it's a game that you like playing, if all of a sudden you're not enjoying streaming it, turn the stream off. It's not a biggie. You know, it's just like a lot of the time when I'm playing this, you know, I've been putting in a lot of hours off stream. Why? Because the kind of the monotony of doing the same job. For me, although some of you guys want to see it, and I know you guys want to see it because you've told me you want to see it, and you're not too fussed about that. I feel that it's just, I don't know, too much to show on stream. You know, the same thing. Hey, Welsh, how's it going? How's the practice going with that wheel? If you don't know, guys, I went up to see Welsh the other day and dropped off my R5. To be honest, I sold it to him cheap. It should have been like £100 more, to be fair, but you know, it's going to somebody else in the community, so you know what I mean. They're going to take good care of it. So I went up to see him, set it up for him. And just before I left, he had a quick go on it and went, "This feels different." I went, "Okay." He said, "This going to take a bit of practice." I went, "Well, I'm tracking on Wednesday." But hey, dude, how you doing? Hey, Tampon. How you doing, mate? It's like, I fucking changed my name back. Fuck off. ATS was a pain, though. Why was it a pain, dude? It's like I said, if you followed the thing that I said, once you get all your buttons set up for ETS or ATS, whichever one you've done first, just copy those 3 folders into all your profiles and just tell it you're using a Moser. All done. All your buttons are there straight away. When you first go into a profile, you know, it brings up that thing that says, "We see you're using an R5. Ignore." And then put it in on the menu. You may have to just tell it, "I'm using a steering wheel. I'm using pedals." And you might just have to tell it that you're doing that. But otherwise, it should have been very, very simple. I sad, but talk on again because Twitch made me do it. Apparently, it's against US. Yes, It's like I said, the only reason why that would happen, because you had the tampon name for a little while, is somebody grassed you up. Some teabag out there was like, yeah, that's offensive. Report. Is this map on Mod Hub yet? Not quite yet, dude. Corey Core, morning, how you doing? Karen's, yep. I tell you more tomorrow. Okay. If you need any help, dude, if it's not still feeling right, if you need any help, let me know, and you know, we'll just go through that way of copying your profile that you've already made up on ETS across, and then just tell ATS that you've got a Moser and you may want to go into the controls of go steering wheel, move it side to side, accelerator pedal, clutch pedal, bump, bump, bump. And that's normally all you have to do. I mean, literally, that's normally all you have to do is just go, yeah, I'm using that, I'm using that, I'm using that. Now, crack on and let me do it. Where? Huh? I thought the way into that field was there. Oh, never mind, we'll do the one down here instead then. We'll find that entrance in a bit. This is in that other field. Bollocks. In the field below. Okay. Where's the entrance to this field? Up here. That's a fence. Oh, I think I know where it is. Oh, it's there.
Grumpy_Tarpon said, do you know the Muffin Man?
Is he the one down Drury Lane? Chris, how you doing, dude? Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man! Good, good. As always, for taking the piss of everybody and everybody. Anybody and everybody. Let me just... Boom. Oh, 9 stops away. Where the fuck is he? Oh, he's down there, okay. My delivery's 9 stops away. Where can I find the map? At the moment, it's still in kind of testing. Well, I say still in kind of testing. I think it has gone to Giants. It's just not been okayed yet. The one thing that will happen with this map is trying to space out the things as well. So the one thing that you will get with this map when it comes out, time allowed for your Deadwood contract is ran out. Oh, not for this one. Okay, one of the others is... Okay, so not available yet. No, not yet. It will be soon. Just keep your eye on Mod Hub. Drumand Extended, and it's got the multi-fruit on as well. So there will be another version of Glenleafton out, and it'll be called Glenleafton Multi-Fruit, because of the winter and summer fruits and stuff. Someone's watching Clarkson's Farm here, love it. Oh, dude, we fucking love Clarkson's Farm. Clarkson's Farm has done so much for the UK farming community. It's been kind of revolution to see. Even IRO farmers, that they think Jeremy's a clown when it comes to the actual farming because he's still learning. But to actually put what's actually happening to the farmers in the UK on the kind of map, they're forever grateful. I mean, and what Caleb's done, Caleb on tour, when he went on tour and was on about if you've not watched his live show.
Grumpy_Tarpon said hocus pocus, you just lost your focus.
No. I don't need to focus. You got to have some focus to lose it, dude. But yeah, like I say, if you've watched Caleb Cooper on tour, which is basically a stand-up comedy thing of him talking about farming, he says, you know, at the moment the UK dairy industry to do with milk. So just to get your carton of milk on your table to make your coffee and tea and stuff, our farmers are actually losing money by producing it by about 10 pence a litre. 10 pence a litre, and you just think there might be like 6,000 or 8,000 litres maybe a week that his cows produces, and he's losing 10 pence a litre on selling it. Fucking naughty, innit? And then of course the dairies make their money up with after the pasteurisation and all sorts of shit like that, and they get a fair bit of profit. But yeah, the actual dairy farmers are losing 10 pence a litre on an average. And it's like Caleb says on his tour, you know, if a litre of milk went up by 10 pence and it was guaranteed to go to the farmers, would anybody miss it? And no. And I think he absolutely was absolutely right when he said, you know, do any of us look at the price of milk when we pick it up? I do, because I don't buy like the fresh stuff. I buy the slightly longer life stuff, so it's slightly more creamer, made slightly differently, and I pay a bit extra because it lasts a whole lot longer, and then we don't waste half as much. But we do buy British beef, so you know we kind of make up for it in that way. Although we don't like to be ripped off, and meat prices in the UK are sort of astronomical at the moment. I mean, we were looking at meat the other day, because we were going to buy a little bit from a dude online called Fat Butcher, and normally his deals are really fucking good. And you could barely get 3 slices of steak for less than 20 quid, and it was like, what the fuck? You used to like get 6 or 8 a couple of weeks back. You know, what the fuck's happening? And it's just, I don't know, I think maybe just other people just want too much of the fucking pie, and it's stupid. He's doing a good job. I mean, he's doing what he can. I mean, to be honest, I think the way did you see the up-to-date season? What he's trying to do with his farm in that way, I think, you know, has to happen to all UK farms if they can afford it. You know, those guys in Belgium and Holland really are trying to revolutionize farming by using up-to-date equipment. You've not seen it yet there? Okay, I just started it. Well, you wait till you get to the episode when he goes to France and Holland. Fucking good they are. And it just shows you what can happen if you think about what you're doing like a lot. Well, I don't think we're sick in farming. I think what the UK farmers have kind of against them in a ways is that we're stuck in the old world, and obviously with that you're not using up-to-date technologies, you're not getting the best out of your equipment, you're not saving yourself money, and that's the main thing. The main thing is to get the most out of your equipment and basically save money, because your average British farmer isn't making fuck all. I mean, literally, they make, after paying their bills and doing their year's worth of farming, they basically make fuck all. And some of you are going to say, well, why are they doing it? Because they love it. They're not doing it for the money. They're doing it because they love doing what they do. They just wish that the government would back them a bit more, and you know, and they could make just a tiny bit. Without farmers, there'd be no food. well, without UK farmers, we'd be importing. Which, I mean, we import a bit anyway, but there would be a lot of meat that's imported. The downside of that is that a lot of our other meat would come from Europe, and Europe have not got the same regulations on slaughtering that we have. The British slaughtering houses are some of the best in the world for regulation. Hey Sadie, how's it going, buddy? Literally, the British slaughterhouses are some of the best regulated in the world. And that's not just because I'm British, that's because it's a fact. Bam, very rough road, then I knew we're in Belgium. Very rough road, then I knew you were in Belgium. Yeah, yeah, totally agree. I've been to Belgium many, many times driving through it to get to the Netherlands. And yeah, they're not very good roads. Oh, to be honest, if Jim's in here, sorry mate, you're not very good drivers either, dudes. if you are from Belgium, sorry, but you're not. Like I say, I've been to Belgium several times, and you guys just can't fucking drive. Yeah, but the whole world is fucking over farm. Oh yeah, definitely, mate, definitely. I mean, they all want something for nothing, and the farmer's left with a thing. He's going, well, what do you expect, you know? Hey, Will, how's it going? Morning, sir. British and proud? Yeah, mate. To be honest, I've been to a lot of countries around Europe. And I've been to a lot of places in England. I'm quite fortunate in that aspect. And there's, I mean, I feel there's nowhere better than where I live. Really, I mean, if I had a choice of anywhere in the world to live, yeah, I'd probably pick somewhere different. But when I look at everywhere I've been and everywhere I've gone, I always say, you know, I live in one of the better places in wherever I visited. I live in Devon, mate, in the UK. Right, how am I getting in this field? Oh, it's that one that's gone. Okay. Okay, it's that one that's gone. So which one's timed out? That one expired. Oh well. Let's collect these in. I think I've gone a different way. He's Welsh? Fuck off. I just visited Wales yesterday. Dude, there's nothing wrong with Wales. There really isn't. People take the piss out of Wales and there really is fuck all wrong with it. It is a beautiful, beautiful place. It's a bit like Devon, actually. It's a beautiful place. Okay, so I've got one here and one down there. Okay, so I'm totally in the wrong place, so I need to turn around. Isn't it right next door to you? No. So if you look at the map, I'm on the south coast of Devon, and Wales is on the north coast. But there's a massive body of water in between. I mean, literally, if I could draw a straight line from where I live, and a straight line and measured it to the closest part of Wales, it's just over 60 miles. I know someday you're going to say, well, 60 miles, that's not a lot. It's fucking miles, mate. 60 miles as the crow flies. I mean, to draw a straight line between me and where Welsh lives, it's about 65, 70 miles, a direct straight line. By road, it's 130. And some of you are going to go, well, that's not a lot. Mm-hmm. Do you see the English roadways? Which steering wheel do I have? Moser R9. I've upgraded in the last few months to the R9. I almost once got run over by a stupid driver here in Belgium. Not surprising. Trouble is, it's different. I said this just a minute ago. It's different to separate the good drivers and the bad drivers in Belgium. Mo's at R9, yeah. Also, I've got the CSVP2 wheel on at the moment. I've got a truck wheel and I've got a KS wheel. So I've got this one for most things. I've got the trucking wheel for trucking, obviously, and anything like that, trucking, bus driving, whatever. Did you ever use a Logitech one? Not a direct drive one. No, I had, when I first started playing games on PC, I had a G920. So the Xbox version of the G920, G29, G920 range. It was okay as a starter wheel. The hardware is a lot better than the software for Logitech. I will always say that. There's nothing wrong with their hardware. It's their software that lets it down. And if you've watched Tav recently, he's saying the same thing. He's having the same problems with the software that he had all those before he changed and went up. He's having the same problems as it was. So they've really not changed anything in their software in terms of, you know, streaming with their software, having to maybe sometimes click out of games and go back into it, and you lose your center and spring, and yeah, it's still exactly the same. And to be honest, until they fix it, people are going to use it for like the first couple of months, and then they're going to go, do you know what? We're just going to go somewhere better because your software is shit. Don't get me wrong, I know people who've never had a problem with their software. But then again, the people that I know have never had a problem don't stream. You know, it's kind of one of them. From there, I went to Thrustmaster. Somebody in the community said, look, I've got a Thrustmaster T300 for sale. Do you want it? I was like, yep, boy. So I went and met him and bought it off him. And then a couple of Christmases ago, you guys supported the channel really fucking well, and I bought an R5. And yeah, I've been with Moser ever since. I'm a partner with Moser. Heard a massive bang. Did you just drop something? Babs. Good near off. What are you shopping catch there? No worries, cheers. This will be a 2-drop run. With how many logs are here? I'm just gonna load up as many as I can, and we'll come back. And I know you're gonna say, why don't you got the trailer? Because I don't want to drag the fucking trailer around. It's too tight of a map for that. One more. No, stop. That was close. Some of you are going to go, what happened, what happened, what happened, what happened? I was folding up before I let go. I fold up. Okay. Let's take this where they gotta go. Come back for the other half. The stuff's 3 stops away. I'm not going to change the microphone on stream. Because that, like I said the other day when Minute did it, you don't change shit on stream. Plus I need to dial it in as well. But that, oh shit, what the fuck? That won't be just a 2-second job. Why? Why? Oh? I had them strapped. What the fuck? I made sure they were strapped before I fucking did that. That's stupid, man. That is really stupid. That lot was fucking strapped, man. You guys saw me make sure they were strapped, didn't you? For some reason they've not only come unstrapped. I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to go back on this road and see if any others fell off. Oh, that's fucking stupid, man. There we go. Ah, let's do this again. Crap. Definitely strapped. Oh, there's a log there. Bollocks. Hold the line. I'm gonna get if I'd have did that, I'd have got all the way to where I've got to go in fucking. Don't know where I'll be able to get this one. Just about got it, I think. Oh, there's 2 there. Wow. Okay. That looks about right. Right, let's do this on the wallet. There we go, that's strapped. We're not going to know whether we've missed any until we get to the fucking thing now. Well, that was stupid. That was really, really stupid. I am the next stop. So the stream's going to be interrupted slightly while I answer the door in a sec once they get here. While I go up this lane, I'm going to have to watch out for logs that might come off. Because they won't it won't show you if you have lost any. I'm just hoping that none did. Where we were down here. Excuse me, found the next stop. What are you doing over there? Deep Amazon tracking. The only way I'm even going to know whether I've got them all is to pick these up. I have to remember that there's one here that's glitched, and it has been for a little while. It's the one that stood up on its end that looks like a fucking tree. Just a little bit too far away for that one. Look at that bastard. I hope there's no logs missing, because that's going to be a pain in the ass to find. Buddy, you're okay?
Tolls all paid, but
a big set amount of channel points there, buddy. Otherwise, everybody will be hitting you.
oh, that motherfucker!
Right.
What was
I
that?
was super sad to see that message in Discord yesterday.
All right there.
Yeah, there's a barrier there, mate. Somehow.
But it's like I was telling everybody today. You've got to do you in whatever makes you feel happy. To take you on your next step of the journey. I have a feeling I know why, and I'm not allowed to say it on stream, and I'm not. Uh-huh. Yeah. I know, mate, I know. Like I say, I sort of, because of our conversations, I know the reasoning. Just like I say, I can't say a fucking word because I'm still here. And at the same time, Red came in the stream the other day and went, "I've left the stream team," so you know it was kind of a super sad day. We kind of had two. You leave it both at the same times. Like you left the community and Red left the stream team. Yeah, I know, mate. Dude, we'll stick with you in contact, even though really the only place I can keep in contact with you now is DMs, but or when I'm live. But we'll stick with you in contact, dude. Do you know what I was looking at? You built my PC, and I was looking at the invoice the other day. You know, it's nearly it's a couple of months off a fucking year already. There are other servers. Yeah, I'm kind of not part of them though, dude, because I like to keep it down to a minimum. Which is why when Fatnuts pulled up his server, I was like, do you know what? I'm in fucking loads. Okay, dude's outside, I think. Right, we may have to take a quick break while I answer the door. What we'll do is we'll just do that. We'll do that. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. So, what's arrived over the last couple of days is setting your AirPods, because mine broke. Which was the expensive ones, by the way. Also, Wave got XLR knob, Mark II, cable, very uninteresting cable. Because the microphone I've now got, the new one is fucking heavy, which is that one, the Rode Pod mic. I've had to buy something else just for that. So my mic arm won't take the weight of a £4 mic. So I got a mic stand for it. So yeah, I shall be doing that later along with a few chores. But yeah. And the wife thinks I can hear her and I fucking can't. What? If only that were true, dear. Yeah, fuck off. The wife said if only that I'd be doing that and doing her, and I was like, yeah, if only that were true. The minute I get close, she's like, ah.
Use the bus tokens, partner!
Reese Boo Boo, how you doing, dude? You good?
So good. I like the money to walk on. I like it as well. I really like it.
So I was going the wrong way.
Oh, train! Train! No, stop! No! Get off me! No! Oh!
But guys, quick word about the BTC. So don't forget, in 3 days we shall be back on mileage. Also we'll be back on a 3-month rotation of looking at who's active, who's not active. Also next month we've got Beavar's birthday, and with that, don't forget to acknowledge if you're coming for BTC events by clicking the tick and clicking through to say the TMP that you're coming. The reason being for the TMP part, to say that you're coming, is so that they can reserve a bigger, better server for everybody, which means very little lag. But that did go through, so we didn't lose any logs, but we managed to find them all. Right, last one, and the last one is over there. So we go past 19, take the down from 19. Let's go. And then we'll have to look at other contracts. So basically what I'm doing with this playthrough, guys, it's a Cavalier challenge map server, as well as how am I? I'm good, mate. How are you? How did the weekend go? Did everybody enjoy themselves? I'm hoping to be there next October if things are still good. That's my plan. You did. That's the main thing. I suppose that's the main thing. If each individual person enjoyed themselves, then it's all good. I'm guessing some people didn't enjoy themselves more than others. I was surprised I didn't drink that much. You didn't even drink that much. Well, sometimes you just don't need to, mate. And the fact that you probably drove down as well, which you did. I know you did, because you borrowed your parents' camper. So I know you drove down. May have prevented that as well. You know, you kind of wanted to be a little bit more sensible and grown up about it. So that maybe prevented you from drinking as much as you thought you might want to. I don't know. It may have been a contributing factor. I know, big words. But like I say, if you're having that much fun, sometimes you just don't need to drink that much. I mean, it's probably the same as in October, because you normally take your disco. Maybe you don't drink half as much, because you still like one eye on your gear. I know I would. You know, if I still had my gear, and if I took mine up there, I wouldn't drink half as much, because part of it is still, you know, it's my gear. I still got to put on a kind of show. And if I'm pissed, I can't do that. Also, another thing I have to do today, or at some point over the next couple of days, is put one of the other mics back on the wife's computer for when if she wants to play any games and talk to people on Discord. Come on. Come on. There we go. So I was just waiting for it to slide. But basically the new upgrades is all cause of me selling my PC. That's kind of how I got them, and obviously my old wheel. And that's how I got my mic upgrades. So yeah. So the upgrades are not on you guys. To be honest, there's not been enough coming through stream to do that either. I'm not moaning about that, so don't panic. I'm just saying that it's been a quiet couple of months for stream. Well, for me as a streamer anyway. But it is what it is. Times are hard, understandably. Totally get that.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, Dragon Mister? Hope you're well. I'll tell you what I am missing, and it didn't hit me till the other day. I'm missing SR. Wasn't even my fault why things went peaked on with SR either. Just some egotistical prick wanting to blame me for shit instead of maybe the right people, and then obviously their way of investigating it was to not investigate it. But anyways, that is what it is. How's it going? It's going alright, mate. It's going alright. I'm hoping this will... No, it's not going to. No, it's too much weight. Just gonna have to lie that log there. I hope it sticks. There we go, that'll do. And then we'll put that one on top. We're gonna have to watch going underneath the sawmill. That's the only downside. Anyway, Nightmare, what have you got? Another couple of days off, or you're already at your... I know you said you had a week off, but I don't know if you're, like, back today. Right, make sure we're all tied up. Yep, we're all tied up. Yeah. Back on Thursday. Wow, okay. A weird week. So yeah, what I'll probably end up doing after stream is doing the chores first, and then we should settle down to do the computer stuff. I've now got to do. I mean, the headset or the earphones, I can probably do that straight away. That wouldn't matter so much because all I got to do is unplug from an extension lead down below me, and then these will go back in the MIDI controller. I can monitor songs if I need to listen to a bit of a song to make sure it's got no swearies in it. Back for 2 days and off for 2 days? Oh wow, okay. Part-timer. Right, let's just take it easy down here, make sure we don't whack trees. Oh. So, tomorrow, guys, we'll be playing ATS. You can come and join it if you so want to. Also, speaking about ATS, remember there's still a vote in the VTC for possible colours. And when I say possible colours, whichever ones have been voted on and have got the most votes, top 4, we'll say, I'll put forward to the rest of the managers and go, look, we've got an opportunity to do this. Oh, we're missing some logs on this one. I picked all these up. What happened to them? I wonder whether the other contract took some logs. We're gonna have to watch out for logs here. Did we manage to grab them logs from here that we lost? Yeah, it looks like we did. Don't look like there's any other logs there. That's where we lost them to. I don't know how we managed to catch some that lose it. That's the downside. There's some log somewhere that we missed. Or one log somewhere that we missed. Let's just check in here just in case it fell off or whatever, or yeah, we got all of them there. Again, I definitely strapped these down. You saw me strap them. I just don't know whether it took one log from the other freaking thing. This is the way we came in and out, so. Oh, it's there. What the fuck? What the fuck? Don't know. I don't know. Well. Okay, we've got a Giants notification. Well, a lot of the Giants notifications lately have been for PMR, and I'm not interested in that at all. I really am not interested in PMR. Not in the slightest. To be honest, it kind of had its trial and failed with me. Some people liked it, some people didn't like it. I just thought there was too many issues, and literally what they tried to solve, they broke some other stuff. And yeah, I'm not interested in whatsoever. I'm more interested in LMU, but to get the full thing of that, it's like £80, and that's like a year's subscription to iRacing. I don't know. I know a few of the guys have got it, and maybe they you know, the ones that have got it, they're thinking about doing a thing on it. But yeah, I don't know. Especially if it feels different to iRacing. You know, I'm just getting in the swing of my iRacing, in terms of feeling the cars out. I've just got to that step where I just need to be going a little bit more to extract a little bit more lap time. But I said this before, with me, it's all, I have to see what you're doing sort of thing. So it's no good me telling me what to do. I need to see what you're doing. Like, literally see what you're doing to be able to replicate it myself. It's a visual thing. But that one's now complete. So we lost one wood contract, but never mind. It's only about 4 to 7 grand. Right, what have we got left? Okay, we've got some baling, round baling, so we can do that. That's different. We've got some fur in that we can do. Can't do that. I'd love to do that for 16 grand. I really would. We've got some hoeing. That'd be a quick job. And wood contracts are back up again. But we won't do that yet. We'll go back and do some other stuff. How far away is that baling? Not far from the farm. Okay, we'll do that. We'll accept that one. We'll take the truck back and go do something else. I don't like to do too much in one go. I mean, I could, if I was just sat here doing it off stream, I would probably log it till the cows come in. It is quick, it is easy. I can turn over a shitload of contracts. And it's like I said, I don't use the trailer. Why? Because just some of the places that you have to go, turning it around is a pain. Because it's not a, it's a dolly trailer, it's not a normal trailer. If it was a normal trailer, I'd have the trailer. You know, no ifs, ands or buts, I'd have the trailer. But it's not. Like I say, it's a dolly. And it's just... It just doesn't act like a normal dolly. The dollies in this act very strange. Their steering wheels are too easy to be moved. So when you like are angling the truck, you can't move slowly enough to get the dolly wheels on, and it's the same with nearly every dolly wheel trailer in the game. Which is why I choose, when I do have a dolly trailer, like on a harvester header, I literally choose to push it into a shed rather than reverse it. And that's so I can see what the dolly wheels are doing, and with the steering wheels on the front of the tractor, I can react to what's going on. Okay. So that shed there, with the front loader tractor outside of it as well, that's all to be sold in September. Literally old equipment that just needs selling. I'm not allowed to sell for the first year, till after the first year. Well, I say after the first year, I've got to keep the equipment for a year. And all that's my starter equipment. Right, field 7.
Use the bus tokens, partner!
Guys and girls, it's the average Viking walking in. He's the co-owner of the Discord, co-owner of the
Mr.
BTC.
Stuart, never have it been interrupted before.
The co-representative
Never will it
of the
happen
farming
again.
community.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Stewart.
Sorry, guys.
Happy birthday.
Well, thanks for that. If it cut off before he did the off key. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why you should go check the dude out. Right, is it here that the opening is? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, not too bad, mate. The rest of the bits for my mic upgrade have appeared today, so we should be getting on with that later after I do a few house chores. So yeah, tomorrow or even later, I'll have a different. It should sound a little bit different. I've gone for the same mic Loopy's got, the pod mic. With the Elgato knob. And yeah, it shouldn't be too much fiddling around, so I can get it all dialed in. Like I said, I need to do a few chores first, and then we'll probably raid out and have you guys that are online tabbed. I've even had to buy a new mic arm because the cheap mic arm that I got from my old mic, I don't think they can take a £4 mic. I didn't realise the pod mic is fucking heavy as fuck. So I've had to buy a new mic arm as well. Oh. One thing this piece of equipment does, and I'm not sure whether it does it to everything or one of the mods, or whether it's one of the mods. Get upgrades, exciting times, mate. Enjoy it. Yep. Oh, dude. I mean, just lately, it's like it's been fucking Christmas the last couple of months. You know, I've upgraded my wheel. I've got a KS wheel. I've got a CSVP2 wheel now. The R5 is now sold, and I delivered that yesterday to Welsh. He's now enjoying that quite a bit. New microphone, you know, last October it was a new PC, so literally I shouldn't have to upgrade anything now for a little while. Oh, touch wood. And yeah, I'll be able to come up to see you guys in October next year. Just got to save up again. Tomorrow we're going to go trucking, ATS style. So hopefully you guys who that are up early come out for a drive. So just today we've already made 50-odd thousand. Like I say, it's very easy if you know what you're doing and you can crack on and make money even on the hard mode game. You just gotta pick your contracts and literally stick to it. I mean, I've got basically no outlays at the moment. I mean, yeah, I've got £5 a month which I've got to pay to the bank, which normally I pay more. So I work out what I need to spend, like end of the month. Like I'll save now, and then end of the month, what I'll do is I'll pay my bills. Which is the bank, whatever I need to pay out for fuel and stuff, like get stuff in, fertilizer, lime, baling cord and all that, like I'll buy it end of the month, or start of the month after I pay the bank, and then I'll buy equipment if I got money left over on that. So literally end of each month, I can literally go down to zero, as long as I don't have to, you know, as long as I don't have to repair too much. But I can literally go right the way down to zero, and that's the way I've been doing it. I don't like leasing, so even though there's a mod in for leasing, I don't like leasing. I'd rather work hard, save up, and then buy it. And that's how I've done with every piece of equipment I got. With the used equipment yard, getting things for cheap isn't that lucky anymore, because there's a whacking great field of shit in that, you know, some of the things I'm interested in, some of the things I'm not interested in. I only go over and really have a look when I've got the money to go have a look. So next time I'll go over and have a look, and it'll probably be when I get like 200,000 again, because, you know, I need certain bits of equipment to be able to turn my fields around. So I need a motor, definite. I've got a cultivator. I need a mulcher. Maybe a plow. I don't know yet. I need to get a plow anyway for contracts. So probably the plow I'll get is I think it's a 6 meter. It's not got the very back part of it. It's just the first bit. But on the other farm that we were doing, we kind of learned how to use the plow. So we're, you know, plowing doesn't really phase us anymore. I've missed that line. Well, yeah, plowing don't really phase us anymore, so we're all right with that. To be honest, there's no jobs that really phase me. I mean, there's jobs that take longer than others. Of course there is. I mean, every farm has that. But there's no real jobs that really phase me in a way that I don't enjoy doing them. I mean, the one job I do enjoy a lot, and a lot of people probably have the same job as their favorite, is I like mowing. We're going to go do some hoeing after this. So we're going to do those 2 hoeing contracts. That's just under there. Oh, you get to this one by going through the used equipment yard. Right, okay. Let's take this back. Get my hoe out. Crack on. Yeah, it was a lovely drive up to see Welsh yesterday. He's not what I expected. But it was a lovely drive. The only downside of going up there was the traffic on the way back was stupid. It's summertime. You got people trying to leave the county. You got people trying to get into the county. It took me like 2 hours to get to him and 3.5 to get back. It was stupid. And I didn't even stop for a charge. The car did all the way up and all the way back on the charge. I charged when I got back. Bear's just letting you know that Dad's skin grass look really well. The point he could be home as early as tomorrow. Nice. He was also pain-free. Jeez, that's good news. That is fantastic news. Told you not to worry, dear. Told you not to worry. It's just a shame he had to go all the way to fucking Bristol to do it, you know? Oh, they put a pain blocker in his arm, okay. So, yeah. Depends. I suppose depends when when the pain blocker runs out. Oh, that's went swift. Probably on the uphill. We've got a stone crusher there. We've never used it. It does have to return every 3 days, although also you're the taxi of choice. Am I? Like I said, I don't mind taking him up and back as long as he's willing to pay for the charge. I know. I know that, and me doing it as well, it's only really kind of you that would stop me doing it. You know, if you don't feel that well and you can't do without me for the day, then that's all that's going to stop me from doing it. You know what I mean? Other than that, I can always rearrange the stream for later on. And the guys on stream will understand, you know, it's IRL. Right, 23 and 92. Okay, that one through there, and then I have to get to that one by going further down and in. Okay. Nice and easy. So we've got 2 of these JCBs that are used equipment. Used equipment, I would actually like selling this JCB. I don't know why, they just do. Nearly every time I go in there, there's a JCB in there. Well, judging by what he said of what happened, it couldn't be helped. So, you know, it was just a pure fucking accident. You know, we all thought they got pissed and was playing with fucking matches and shit around a fucking fire pit, a mobile fire pit, but it didn't turn out like that. They were just trying to relight it after it was on the verge of going out, and just the knot of it, just a knot in the wood, just spat the kind of, I don't know what you call it, lighter fluid, paraffin, whatever that you start it back up with. It just spat it back out again all over Dad. It was just an unfortunate fucking accident. I mean, horrific compared to, you know, looking at your dad now, but you know, it's unfortunate. But you know, we allowed us to go up and see him, travel up to see him in Bristol, and you did very well that day, not to get too overwhelmed with your burst of anxiety. And the hospital that he's at in Bristol was very nice and modern. So this is the used equipment yard that we're going through now. Got a set of mowers there, I don't need them. Oh, it's got is that the one that plows as well? That's the one that plows. I might take a look at that. That hold the line caller. I don't know the names of this stuff. Fuck, where did it go? Down here. Do you plow as well? The Alico K-Force 400. This is the way I do it. I think it's a subsoiler. Alico G-Force 400. It's a subsoiler that requires field, that prepares field for next sowing. It can be used instead of a plow. So I can plow my own field with that, but I'd still would still need a plow for normal. So just so I spend once, I just will buy a plow. So it can do contracts. Nothing else really here that I don't already have. See, there's a forage wagon header for corn down there and a forage wagon there. That's a nice trailer. I'll leave you alone now. No worries. That was good news, love. That was really good news. Front loader there. Pallet fork for the Volvo. That's probably for that. There's a quad with a scoop. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, so nothing really there. Macdon header. Anyway, get going. It's that field in there that I'm doing. Right ahead of me. Yorkshire. Just a quick hello before you gotta go work. No worries, dude. Again, this here, guys, if you come up against this, what I'm doing now, and you get to the field, and literally there's nothing there, don't panic. Still do the field. You're gonna have to use the GPS maybe to see where you've been and you haven't been, but just do the field. This is a Giants problem, not a map problem. Very much is a Giants problem. This happened right at the start of FS25, and it's actually continued all the way through so far. They haven't fixed it. When I was meant to come back in your stream the other day, my phone died. Yeah, no worries. I mean, I had problems yesterday streaming from the car, so you're trying to be part of that stream. Because the roads were so busy, my signal kept dropping on the way home. I did try for a little bit to do one. Weirdest shit in the world, you know, having 5G but not being able to do anything with it. Also, at some part today, I'll have to do my weekly races. Unless I wait till Thursday to do them, I'll have to see which ones they are. I mean, I got a week to do them, so it don't really matter. I just like to get them over and done with as soon as they're available. And then, yeah. Looks like it's going to be another warm one today, guys, as well. And southwest. It's already 21 degrees. I mean, not as hot as the other week, but according to a weather report that I saw the other week, it might, in some parts of the UK, get up to 37 by the end of this week. That's fucking horrific. So the temperatures are going up again. Yeah, and on my last, here's the weirdest thing. If you were in on the last go I tried before I didn't come back yesterday, on my way home, my phone actually overheated in the window. Overheated. And I literally couldn't do nothing. It just until it cooled down, it unpaired itself from the car, and I couldn't listen to music or anything for like 20 minutes. But yeah, a bit bamboozled to what to do about me doing radio. Like I say, I'm not really enjoying it like I was. And like I say, it's to do with the fact that when I am doing my radio bit, there's no interaction. So it's up in the air what I do with that. And I know what you guys are saying, you got to do what's best for you. And the thing is, what's best for me, I don't know. I don't know what's going to be best. I know some people are going, well, Macros gets plenty of people interact with him. He gets 3 or 4 that are in his stream as well. Thank you for the like on YouTube, appreciate you. Yeah, he gets 3 or 4 that are in his stream. And one really goes to ham on requests. And he has to tell her to slow down. And I told her to slow down in mine when I was at SR. Oh my god! Is this Matt off the radio? Hey Kev, how you doing, buddy? How you feeling? Kev messaged me yesterday saying I'm not too well, mate. I'm not going to be up for snow. And I went, well, that's all right, mate. I'm not even at home. I forgot to tell him. I literally forgot to tell him. But yeah, when we do get back to some SnowRunner, guys, it'll be the brand new map, Mexico. Sorry, we'll get these 2 fields done before the end of the day. A little better, getting better foodways as well. Getting better foodways? Did the wife try and give you food poisoning or some shit? Less drain cleaner, less drain cleaner, more rat poison. You won't taste it. It's fine. You've had 2 proper meals since Friday. Yeah. That's the thing. Because your body internally is trying to go fast as fuck to try and repair stuff that's wrong. I learned this from the hospital when I went up to see Dad. When your body needs repairing of anything, your insides speed up right up to try and repair shit. And with that, you need to give it help in terms of like protein and stuff like that without going over the top. So not eating is actually worse for your body than eating. You just got to eat the right stuff. So, and the doctor said, look, the most important thing while your body is trying to repair itself is proteins. You know, don't worry about your weight or anything. If you're trying to repair big stuff, protein, 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 protein. His dad said to the doctor, look, he's worried about his weight with all this eating because he's eating a lot more than what he normally did when he was at home. And they was like, don't worry about it. Literally, your body's in repair. Let it repair itself. It's going to be like maybe 12 months before you're back, maybe trying to lose weight again. But at the moment, just little and often protein, protein, protein. How was SnowRunner? I literally haven't played it, mate. Kev wasn't very well, and I was in Wales yesterday, delivering something to Welsh. I don't know. I've been picking at things, but not much. If I eat, normally then get sick again. Yeah, your body will take, as long as it stays in even for a couple of minutes, mate, at least your body will take something out of it. I mean, literally, if it stays in for 10 minutes, your body will take something out of it. If you know somebody that's got protein shakes and stomach, maybe try a few of them. Just get something inside you that'll stay down. Oh, la, la, la. This is a very downbeat version of the song. That's that contract over with. Let's go over and do the other one, which is behind me. And then we'll have to put the track down to bed. How long have we been on? 3 hours. So yeah, we might get this one done and raid out, because a couple of people that we can raid out to now. And then we'll go do the chores, and then we can go start setting up some, breaking shit down and start setting up some shit for tomorrow's stream. Like I say, I've got a whole mic audio system set up. Shouldn't take too long. And then I got to decide what well, I know what I'm doing with this one. I already know what I'm doing with it. Uh-oh. It's a very weird outside line. Roy, field 92. DPS lines are outside the field. I know Roy watches us back anytime I'm farming, guys, so that's why I'm highlighting it. So yeah, Roy, field 92, the GPS lines need a little looking at on the right side of the field. How was Wales yesterday? Wales is alright, mate. Wales is fucking beautiful. Obviously, being is that I was on the motorway for most of it, my journey into Wales, and then I came off just to do a little tiny bit of road to actually get to Welsh's house. But yeah, Wales is fucking gorgeous. And the traffic back was just stupid. I mean, you can tell it's summertime and people are going places on holiday, even if it's within the UK. I mean, nice to see that a lot of people are still holidaying within the UK. The downside is obviously the traffic is fucking horrendous. Like I say, it took me 2 hours to get up there and nearly 3 hours to get back because of traffic. I'm going through changes. Might change the playlist for the last 20 minutes or so. I'm going to play a bit of this. So this playlist is the ultimate country club mix. So it's country songs that have been remixed. But yeah, Wales is alright, mate. Don't press it yet, press it now. Jack Daniels got a history. Me and Jack Daniels don't have any history because normal Jack Daniels, I fucking hate it. Don't mind a bit of apple Jack Daniels occasionally, but I have a lot more Coke than the Jack Daniels. I water it kind of right down a bit more than I should, but it's like I said before, I don't drink stuff that I don't like the taste of, and if I don't like the taste of it, you know, I mix it into I do like the taste of it. So with Jack Daniels apple, it's sort of like, I don't know, three parts to one part sort of thing. So kind of every part of Jack Daniels have to put three measures of Coke for every measure of Jack apple. I know, kind of water it down, but like I say, it's the taste for me. Or everything that I drink is taste. I've got to like the taste of it, especially alcohol. Which is why I don't do like decent wines. They just don't taste right to me. Plus I like a very sweet wine, and it's very difficult for me to find a very sweet wine. I mean, I like the rosé from the cheap rosé from Aldi or Lidl's. One's called Manor Rose, and the other one's called Barnwood, something like that. Rosé, very sweet, very nice tasting. And Lambrini, basically a very kind of, I don't know, cidery wine kind of thing, but deep. So it's what I call a cheap date. You know, 2 litres of that's like £4.50. Yeah, I got to drink the whole thing to get me pissed, but you know, again, taste. I think it tastes all right. Another one I used to like the taste of was Lefermilch, the sweet one. I just like that one. Hock's kind of okay. quite funny. Wife's uncle used to call Latham-ish, or was it Latham-ish or Hawk? Forget which. Nice bottle, shit wine. Nice bottle, shit wine. It was like, yeah, if you ever taste it, he was like, yeah, it's not for me. But then again, he was you know, when he did go to the pub, when he wasn't working, he was a bitter drinker, so, you know, you're not gonna like sweet stuff with that. Out in a California queen, it's a piece of day, say you know what I mean. So, hoping to get back on SnowRunner next Monday if Kev's okay. Hopefully you will be by then. We'll have to see what happens for Friday, see if he's alright for Friday. Because obviously that save is purely me and Kev have to play together for that, and you know, if he's not up to being at his PC, then obviously that's not going to be a thing. Right, that's that contract over and done with. That way, innit, we come in. Which way's the way out? We're there, so we need to do a U-turn and go out the bottom. Right, we're going to go back to the farm, guys. We're going to park this up. And then we should look for somebody to raid out to. I know where we're going. I already know somebody else is already live. Whoop. And yeah, first day of the month, we've made about 75,000. Not bad for a month's work, is it? That's kind of what I'm, you know, kind of what I'm averaging per day as well. About 75 average. Probably next time you'll see the farm, it will be what are we on now? June, probably maybe August. I am playing it a lot in my downtime, just so you guys can see the progression before it happens. Oop. Hello. He's down. I don't know how to get this up either. Switch it off, that might be good one. Oh dear. Okay. This might get it up. I'm hoping I can lift this up with this anyway. What I'm hoping I can do is get the forks underneath the get the forks underneath here and flip it over. That'll do. That kind of worked. Not as intended, but that kind of worked. Right, let's take it back. Like I say, 70,000, that's all this thing cost. And I got two. For virtually the same price. I got this one. Forget what model this is now, but I also got another one for the farm. And I don't know what the model is for that either. I'm useless, aren't I? I freaking better be better soon. Don't do ill. I know, mate. I don't be fucking ill either. There we go. Right, see if we can get this thing back to farm, man. No. To be honest, it's part of the rules as well. I've got to have all my stuff back in my holding area before I can reset the day. That is kind of one of the rules. Go on, son. Race me up the hill. So guys, American truck tomorrow. Not sure where my truck is. I'll let you know first thing in the morning where my truck is when I go live. I should sound a little bit different with the new microphone as well, and the microphone setup. Like I say, it should sound a tiny bit different, but it won't be too. But I doubt if it'd be so different. But yeah, it will be. It'll be what it'll be. Right, we're back. I'm just going to park you there. I don't have to put you way away. I'm just going to park you there. Turn it off. Lights off. Right. Okay, I think that's lights off. No. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it's like I said before, guys, at the start of the stream, I've had to change a few things. I'm just going to tell you this while we're sat here doing nothing, because the next thing I'm going to do is skip the day, so I've slowed the time down, and it's in the stream anyway. So one of the things I did have to do was change what I was doing in this area up here. So if we visit, and then we go through this way, so like I say, we had to change what we were doing because, not that I forgot, but I thought that it was just what Roy told me about the buildings, not being able to move them. I thought it was just the buildings, and it's not. So what we were doing up here is we were going to put a sawmill in here, and we were going to cut a load of trees down and make some money and build some things and whatever. Turns out you can't. You can't get rid of any of these trees. So we got rid of what we were doing, repurposed the money into this. And I think before we start using this, we're going to have to put in some stuff. When I say put in some stuff, I think it's methane or something to power propane. Power it. I'm gonna have to find it now. Where the fuck is it? Is it not in there? I've never used one of these things, so I have no clue on where to find the settings for it. But yeah, I've put this here, and we're gonna put anything that we harvest ourselves, which shouldn't be too far away, to be fair. I say shouldn't be too far away. When we look at the map, the next fields that we're probably going to buy are maybe one of these two or one of these two. So we already own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas. So we only need to buy 5 more things. So if I go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that will do. One of these other fields will be grass. I have a feeling I might just have this one grass. So we can go grass, grass. And then have kind of this one, this one, this one, and this one as money-making fields. Or I forget about this one and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're all together. I don't know. It's something I got to think about. But yeah, we changed the purpose of that. Right, let's save it. And once again, guys, thank you very much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure to come to you today. Do apologize for yesterday if you're trying to watch the journey home. Like I say, signal was hampering me a lot. Even with 5G, it was like, no, you're not doing that. But guys, you guys on YouTube, if you wouldn't mind going over to the Average Viking, he's currently live right now, doing some. I don't know what game he's playing. He's just got first aid back. Let's start gently. He's doing some farming. Okay, he's doing some farming. So you guys on YouTube, if you've got across the Average Viking over on YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe and like and all the things you do for me, would be appreciative. But you guys on YouTube, just gonna say I love you, bye.